Hi everyone. So talk to anyone who's selling a home, and talk to any estate agent selling on behalf of someone selling a home, and ask them what the biggest fear, one of the biggest fears about the whole process of selling and moving home is concerned. And many will tell you that a house, the sale transaction falling through, it is right up there with the best of them. In fact, when I talk to clients and say how previous moves been before, probably the number one negative is I dealt with a buyer who pulled out, or my chain transaction fell through. And let's be honest with you, sales will fall through. Sometimes there's absolutely nothing anyone can do about them. But for a lot of the time, sale fall throughs can be prevented if the right things are done from the outset. So in this quick video, I wanted to give you some tips on what those things look like for you if you're selling a home. First of all, the estate agent that you've employed to sell the home and market your property for you, their job is to qualify that person, that buyer, to the point where they have all the available information and proof of all the information they're being given. So in other words, if someone's a cash buyer, there should be proof. They should have seen sight of bank statements, etc. How many bank accounts is money coming through? Some abroad, some in the UK. Some can be really long-term investment accounts where people can't get the money maybe for 6 months. Is money coming from stocks and shares? So really need to verify that information. If someone is they've got equity in the home and they're using that to forward onto their next purchase, they want to be seeing a mortgage statement and a memorandum of sale to show what's owed and what's achieved selling wise, and then obviously the agent can marry those two things together. If your buyer is under offer, how many links are there in the chain? Have surveys been done? Have solicitors been instructed? Have draft contracts been issued? Really drilling down onto that chain and finding out how far progressed it is, if at all. The motivation of your buyer, the time frame of your buyer. Buyers come in all shapes and sizes, and some want to move immediately, and some can't move for 6 months. But that's not always declared or forthcoming when that qualification is done. So it's really important to understand exactly what that motivation is of your buyer and what the time frame looks like. Does it match yours? Some of my clients actually don't want to move for 6 months. Others want to move very, very quickly, and if you have got the wrong type of buyer, then it's going to add loads of stress and almost certainly result in a fall through. The next part of the process is you've got that wonderful buyer, they've checked out really nicely, everything looked great. That transaction needs to be managed really carefully and progressed. We're lucky at Park and Bailey to have a couple of amazing sales progressors, and their job really is to follow that process and they're problem solvers. They know the local solicitors, they can spot and identify issues, they can help people understand surveys better, they can put people's fears at rest, they can do so much to help that transaction move forward in the right direction. And actually, buyers and sellers love them. They can call them up when they've got a worry. There's someone on the end of the phone to talk them through it. If your estate agent doesn't have a sales progressor, you might want to think before instructing them, perhaps. If you've got the sales negotiator is going out doing viewings, sourcing offers, registering buyers, doing admin. Sales progression is going to be the last thing on their list because they're too busy trying to create another sale rather than looking after the previous one. So do check out if your estate agent that you're thinking about going with has a sales progressor. I personally would never choose an agent without that particular service. So you can increase the chances of the sale moving forward and getting through to completion quite dramatically by just doing those few things. Ask the questions of your estate agent, make sure that everything is in place. In the UK at the moment, fall through rates are running around about 40%, so that's a big number of transactions not getting through to the finish line. Many of those could be sorted out at the very start by better qualification. So I hope that helps. And as always, give me a call if you've got any concerns. Take care and good luck. Bye now.